Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome back to my channel Gardening Journey with me Srijana. For today's video, grab a cup of coffee, put on your earphones, get comfortable and spend the next 5 minutes with me as I will be sharing my gardening journey with you. When I was in college, I didn't own my own vehicle, so every day I walked to college. Especially while returning from college to home, I used to see beautiful houses with a garden filled with colorful flowers. Whenever I see those beautiful gardens, all the tiredness from my walk would simply disappear. With every changing season, those gardens were filled with new beautiful flowers. It was always a joy to see the colorful blooms along the way. Seeing those beautiful flowers every day slowly sparked a desire in my heart to grow flowers of my own and fill my home with their beauty. And that's how my gardening journey began. Little did I know that this small interest would one day grow into a deep love for gardening and become one of the greatest joy of my life. In the beginning, I would borrow cuttings from my friends, and sometimes I even pluck small cuttings from the plants I admire along the way without asking. It wasn't the best thing to do, but that's honestly how my gardening journey began. To be honest, admiring other people's garden was much easier than creating one of my own. I soon realized that growing healthy, beautiful flowers required a lot of patience, care, and hard work. It took me many attempts to realize that flowers need much more than just soil to thrive. They need the right fertilizer, the right amount of water, a suitable place to grow, and most importantly, proper care and patience. After many failed attempts, I finally began to understand what my flowers needed. I started experimenting with different fertilizers, different growing methods, and different ways to care for them. Little by little, I learned from both my success and my mistakes. And that's how I learned to grow flowers. Looking back, those were just a tiny baby steps in my gardening journey. I had no idea how much more there was to learn and experience. I stopped bringing flower cuttings from my friend's garden or collecting them along the way. Instead, I wanted to try growing seasonal flowers on my own. So I started visiting local nurseries. I didn't choose rare or difficult plants because I was still a beginner. Instead, I bought easy to grow seasonal plants and a few decorative foliage plants to learn the basic of gardening. Since then, as time has passed, I've tried growing as many different plants as I could find in my local nurseries. From seasonal flowering plants to common ornamental and decorative plants, I wanted to experience growing all of them. Along the way, I failed many times, and to be honest, I'm still feeling and still learning. But my love for gardening has never faded. Of course, it makes me sad when a plant doesn't survive or refuses to bloom despite all my efforts. But those failures have never made me wanted to quit. Instead, they make me even more determined. They give me the motivation to say, no, I won't give up. I learn what this plant needs, help it survive, and one day I'll see it bloom. That's why I keep trying. Even the plants that I've struggled to grow successfully are the ones I continue to buy, care for, and learn from. Every failure teaches me something new, and every small success makes the journey worthwhile. I have learned that gardening isn't just about loving plants, it requires the right mindset. You have to be prepared for the failure and understand that not every plant will survive or bloom the way you hope. At the same time, gardening also requires an investment. You have to be ready to spend some money for your garden. So, this is how my gardening journey began. It all started with the simple beauty of flowers. Their beauty caught my attention and slowly filled my heart with curiosity and a dream of having a garden of my own. One flower became two, two flowers became three, and little by little, my small collection grew into a garden I have today. Now, gardening is much more than just a hobby for me. It brings me peace of mind whenever I feel stressed, emotionally overwhelmed, or mentally exhausted. I spend some time in my garden. Being surrounded by my plants helps me relax, calms my mind, and refreshes my spirit. It feels me as if my garden recharges my soul and gives me the strength to keep moving forward. And so, this is how my gardening journey begins.